So I got a question for you.
Okay.
I got a solid question for you. Really good question for you. Kick this episode off right. If you had to play only one video game one more time and then you were unable to play video games for the rest of your life, what video game would that be? Your fucking like last meal style video game.
How do I say this?
What?
My pick is obnoxious. Because it's long as fuck. It guarantees me a lot of lifetime left, actually.
I mean, I'm not killing you after you finish this game. I'm just saying, like, your gaming days are done after this game. You get one more, and then you're done playing video games for the rest of your life.
I can't say Spider-Man 2 because I ain't finished it yet.
If you chose that, I'd be more mad at you, actually.
I'm going to go with Persona 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Is it just length? Are you just going for length?
I mean, it's length, and it's been a long time since I've went through, like, the beginning part of that game. So just experiencing that again with just my heart.
No, I get that. That makes sense. Kelly, you got an answer? One video game, and then you're out of the gaming world for the rest of your life. And it can't be The Sims.
What?
Because there's no end to that.
There's no end to The Sims.
This is cheating.
Super Mario World.
Understandable. That is like your go-to game. I'm surprised you didn't say Yoshi instead.
I know, but I can't.
Why?
I haven't finished it.
You never finished Yoshi?
Nope.
Oh, shit. Well, that was a good chance.
I know.
Yeah.
What about you, Bob?
Mine's is better than you guys think.
It's not Final Fantasy.
It is not Final Fantasy VII.
No, that wouldn't be the last one.
Not my last game. My last game would be Sonic Adventure 2 specifically. Because I'd probably cry when I'm done playing that shit. Because the music was on point. It was fun from start to finish. There's a lot of memorable moments. Granted, some of the acting is bad. I get it. A lot of people always like, but the voice acting, I get it.
I think I did cry at the end of Persona 5.
Did you?
I definitely cried when they faked me out about Morgana. Because it was
Spoilers.
Before...
Look, man.
The game came out in like 2015.
Whatever, man.
Because... And I played Persona 5 pretty much after everybody else had already beat it.
Right.
But I didn't know nothing. It was just...
That's why I like games like that, though. Because people didn't go out of their way to ruin it for everybody else. That's what made it great. I think all Persona games are like that.
I think Persona fans in general are just a little higher class than most riffraff.
I think I will rephrase that. I think all RPG fans are a little higher class. Because we want you to experience what we experience.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, how many times have I try to have a full conversation about Final Fantasy here, and I'm just like, I don't want to tell it. Because I want you to have that same experience I had. Sonic Adventure would be it just for the music alone. I really still wanted to go to that concert because they had the symphony orchestra for like 30 years of Sonic. And they brought Crush 40 out, which was sick. And they did a lot of the shit from Sonic Adventure 2.
I want to play Tales of Symphonia again, start to finish.
Tales of Symphonia. Oh, yeah. I was just gonna say, like, I don't know why I was like, that ain't Sonic, which it ain't. Tales of Zelda would be another good game I'll probably throw on my list of shit to play one more good time. There's a lot of games that I've been wanting to just like, I need to play one more time so I can re-experience it. But damn it, I really want to play. If it was my last game, it would be Sonic. Guaranteed. Just for the music alone. God damn. I'm getting hyped up thinking about the music by itself. Holy shit, that game's fucking... It's just one of the best goddamn games in the world. I don't care what anybody says. That shit's fucking phenomenal. Oh, well. Hello, everybody. My name is F. Bob. That happens to be Invincible. And that is the beginning of the show now. How you doing on this wonderful Wednesday?
Can't complain. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Don't break kayfabe yet. I didn't even change shirts this time. I've been wearing the same shirt for 2 days. I don't know. Do people really believe that shit when they see like episodic shit like this? They're like, man, y'all just be wearing the same shit? Like,
I don't know.
I want to believe
like
that people aren't that
we've also
dumb.
been like conditioned for that with our cartoons. Now cartoons switch up outfits, but for a long time, our favorites wore the same shit every week.
And you know what used to kill me? Be shows like Ed and Eddie where them niggas got closets worth of other clothes, and then they'll go out of their way to find the same shirt again. Although Ed and Eddie did fix that one episode because they got new clothes, and then they wore them because they were stiff as cardboard, and they disintegrated, and they was like, our old clothes are better. Yeah. Shout out to them for putting the kayfabe in your face and then breaking it immediately.
That's some Mucha Lucha. I don't know why Mucha Lucha just came to my head, but Mucha Lucha was fire.
Why?
Mucha Lucha was fire.
No, I'm not saying that, but what? Any of that conversation made you bring up Mucha Lucha is what I'm saying.
Because they had regular clothes and they had their wrestling fits.
Did they have regular clothes?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Shit.
Jackie Chan Adventures. That was all in that Kids WB verse.
Kids WB verse is the shit. Bring back Saturday morning cartoons in general. Like, I don't know. These kids ain't got shit to watch.
No.
Fucking losers. I've been trying to watch like actual kid shows every once in a while because of the fact that I like kid shows because they're just fun. They're supposed to be just fun. And I would like to thoroughly say, if
kid
you are...
shows are not for kids.
No. They're god awful.
I mean, they're great.
No, they're not. No, they're not great.
They're great. They're not for kids.
At least the ones that I've seen are not for kids and they're not great. So I tried to watch Bluey because Bluey was like the hype.
Oh, I'm talking about our shit was not for kids, but it was great.
No, that's different. I'm talking about actual kid level shit. I like to go
kid level shit was not for kids. Animaniacs was not for kids.
That's not a kid show. Like, I'm comparing like kids. So like
Dora the Explorer ass is wildin' too, little bitch, and Caillou.
I think
Caillou was a piece of shit.
Caillou was more of our generation. I'm thinking Little Bill wasn't that bad. I watched Little Bear. Little Bear was my favorite kid cartoon.
Little Bear was very well behaved.
Yeah.
Shout out to Little Bear.
Little Bear, Bear in the Big Blue House. Franklin. My guy. No, we had kid shows. Blue's Clues. Minus Steve. Yeah. Blue's Clues was my shit.
Bear in the Big Blue House, like, damn near would make me cry after every episode. Like,
dude,
I love
still
that
watch
fucking song.
I watch that show now because that show's still good. It's on Disney Plus.
It is?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, I've like wholeheartedly just sat down like, no, we watching Bear in the Big Blue House for a minute.
I've been watching Yu Yu Hakusho for the last 2 days.
Understandable.
But go back to your kids show being terrible.
No, so Bluey is god awful. That's not a kid show at all. That's an adult show in kid form. That shit's weird.
What the fuck is Bluey doing?
Dude, there was a whole episode where the dad was just farting on his kid all episode. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is a Family Guy-esque bullshit. Shit. And I'm like, this is not kid shit to me. Transformers. There's a fucking transgender transformer. I couldn't figure it out either. I wanted to figure it out, but I couldn't fucking figure it out.
Motherfucker need transmission fluid. How do you have that doesn't make sense, robot?
I don't know. All I know, there was a whole episode dedicated to saying that this Autobot does not go by he or she pronouns. Like, they explain it all the way thoroughly.
They're robots. None of you niggas are he or she.
Technically, yes. But no.
I mean, yes, they had female
and male pronouns.
Actually.
No, they have
most of the female
genders.
Autobots were in fucking Beast Wars.
Yeah. I don't know how their society thoroughly actually works. I might actually look into it because I've been really diving into Transformers again.
I assume new Autobots were created.
It's possible, but
like the motherfuckers
do they age?
Allspark. I mean, that's some old ass Transformers.
You see what I'm saying? Like, do they age slowly or?
I mean,
they're all thousands of years old.
Yeah.
So like, but is there like an aging process? Is what I'm saying. Like, do you start off as a young Autobot and then grow up type shit?
You have training wheels.
You're right. Do you have that? Would be. I'm curious because they have a whole political system.
Yeah.
So now
a night system.
Yeah. So now I'm actually kind of curious because I was telling somebody else about that, and I think we like partially discussed it on the show. Is Megatron was like a socialist and shit like that. Like there was a whole character arc for him. He died being an Autobot and shit like that. Like it was crazy. But yeah, no. Point being is kid shows aren't kid shows. There's transgender shit. There's a lot of, let me rephrase it. There's a lot of political shit
and
kid shows that I feel like is unnecessary. There's fucking trans hours and shit. And
people want representation like that, and that it just.
But my thing is, it could be represented without being a main focus. You know what I mean? Like if you just wanted a transgender Autobot, no one would have gave a shit if it was just like, oh, like. You just call it, and everybody's like, oh, that's probably the transgender one. Or like when they have like two male parents in a show. Instead of having a show explaining that they're two male parents, no one gives a shit, actually. Like in all actuality, no one gives a rat's ass.
But the world is fucked up. All right, so the world is fucked up because they have to worry about inclusivity.
You don't have to.
But they also have to be cognizant of the people who don't want to be inclusive. Like, you have to know your audience. You have to know that some of your audience are probably pieces of shit and don't really like niggas, Jews, gay people, or any change or anything. But then there's, like, both groups watch the show. So you kind of have to do it. You have to do the inclusivity and then explain it to try and breed tolerance.
But that's the thing. I think you'll get more tolerance if you don't explain it. Like people, let me rephrase it. And I've been around these people who just don't like certain shit. Most of them will honestly say, it's not that I don't like gay people. Why are you putting that in my face consistently? And I'm like, valid point though. Because there's not a flip side of that. There's not a in your face that we're a straight couple. But then there's always an in your face gay couple. And I'm like, you could just be gay and shut the fuck up. Like no one cares.
It's not because a lot of, especially with a lot of kid shows have quote unquote lessons. And that's the biggest teachable moment at the moment, which is just because somebody's different, don't hate them.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's why even bring up the hate in the first place?
Because it exists, nigga. What are you talking about?
It's taught. Hate is taught, not entrenched. It's not just, it don't come out of fucking nowhere.
Yes. So but you have to understand that you have to make this cartoon for everyone,
right?
Not just the people you want. But
what I'm saying is,
or not just the people you want to teach.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is, add it. Don't talk about it. It doesn't have to be a talked about thing. Let me rephrase it. Something simplistic. If there was just somebody at your job that happened to be gay, but don't talk about it consistently, would you be like, I need you to discuss more about your gay lifestyle to me? Or would you just like, I don't give a shit?
There's only a couple jobs where that would be necessary.
My point exactly. It's not, if it's not necessary and it's not.
No, I'm saying that's a false parallel.
What I'm saying is, if in general, if it's just not necessary, then why over-explain it?
It is not. No, that part is necessary.
It's at what point?
To the people that are looking for inclusivity is important too.
That's not inclusivity. That's fucking pandering. I feel like that's pandering, not being inclusive. What the fuck
do you think these studios do? Inclusivity is pandering.
What I'm saying is include people without the pandering.
I just got a flashback to some shit I don't even have anymore. That shit just took me back to a time.
My watch beat?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, fuck, Zorda. But yeah, yeah, it's the PC world we in.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that. All right, let me at least draw back because it's starting to sound like I just want these niggas not being cartoons. What I'm saying is
there's some people that want that.
I don't think,
but I don't really think you. The way to get that is to watch old shit. basically.
Yeah, which is fine. But I think a lot of older shit had it, but just didn't over-explain. I think that's the line.
Because there was a time where they did not want that to be a big thing, or if it was another tolerance issue. Like when they put a gay kid on Static Shock, that was a tolerance.
I know, but
that was a tolerance.
Static Shock was an entire tolerance show, though.
It was.
So
yes,
that's actually a bad example because there was 2 episodes on racism within the first 5 episodes.
It was a black kid in 03. I feel what Virgil was going through.
I'm just saying.
But
the black kid racism episode. Then there was the episode where they were really digging on I forgot his friend's name. Richie. Yeah. Because he went to a mostly black school, so they were on his ass.
Yeah.
So you had to have both episodes, and I'm like, or you could have just not. You could have just not.
But you have to make it okay. So it's not just inclusivity. I guess it's also relatability, because that's kind of was a thing in 03. The white kid going to an all-black school, the white kid that lives in the all-black neighborhood. So
here's the thing. What I'm saying is don't remove him as the character, but do you need the racism episode?
That only goes to prove that they've been doing this shit way before 2023.
No, and again, what I'm saying is
that shit was in like 02.
Why make that if you took those 2 episodes out of just a race relations episode, would Static Shock be a worse series?
No.
That's all I'm asking. Is maybe just don't do it. And then no one would give a shit. And then you just have a great show. You see what I mean?
But don't say it like the 2 fucking racist episodes made it a bad show.
No, I'm not saying it. But what I'm saying is it's not necessary.
Like,
so instead of getting the heat of adding it, just don't get the heat of not having it.
But if you have it, why can't you just like... Oh, I know what they're doing and move on. Like, why does it have to now make it a bad show? Because they're pandering.
But the thing is newer shows. What I'm saying is,
I don't think pandering necessarily makes you a bad person. Sometimes you got to pander.
No, but here's
panda.
So what my equivalence is comparing like just these 2 shows. So Static Shock had, let's say, 3 episodes that we can immediately think of like that.
Yeah.
These newer shows, it's every episode, and that's where I'm having an issue. It's the whole show is, let's pick somebody to pander to. And I'm like, or you could just make a good show. It's the same reason why people are like, it's a mix of the 2. Because I literally had this conversation with somebody else about like the Marvel movies. Mm-hmm. It's just like some people are tired of the amount of Marvel movies. And then there's a subsection of people who are just tired of the pandering in the Marvel movies. And I'm like, well, if you make less movies and don't pander, then the movies become better by default almost. Because you got to remember, Iron Man was probably one of the best series they've ever done in the entire... Not a bit of pandering. And they were spaced.
Nah, niggas try to hate on Iron Man 3. Niggas try to hate on Iron Man 3 consistently.
But 1 and 2, I think, were solid. I think 2 was probably the best.
I've had a couple... And that really, like, chapped my ass because I damn near like 2 more than 1. I've ran into some niggas hating on 2. I don't know.
That's
and it
crazy.
Pissed me
2
off.
Actually pretty
Do
good.
you hear
I
me?
Don't even like Iron Man like
it
that.
Pissed me off. 2 was amazing.
Well, that's all. I feel like a little less pandering in kid shows would be nice. That's all I'm asking for.
All right. Can I ask this question?
Go ahead.
Because I think I know the answer. What channel was it on?
PBS. I think these are PBS shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that fuck. You can make an argument.
No.
Because there's a lot of pandering in Arthur.
No.
There was a lot of pandering in Arthur. They just mashed it because everybody was animals. They definitely had racism episodes, but they was animals.
I do not remember any of that.
No, them niggas was animals, and they definitely had teachable moments. They definitely had a gay character episode. They definitely had
a gay character in Arthur. I do not remember that either.
They had motherfucking Baxter want to know about his dad episode. Motherfuckers, it's definitely some pandering in Arthur.
I'm not saying that there's not some, but it wasn't consistent.
It was spaced out.
That's all I'm asking for, is maybe some spacing out. So there's some pandering, but then there's a show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even fucking Teen Titans did 2 pandering episodes.
Which one?
With Starfire. Because Starfire had like her whole like N-word episode. Like that shit was crazy.
Oh yeah,
I remember that clearly, but that wasn't like a character for her. It was just she's an alien, and she had to deal with other people who shitted on her being a different kind of alien. Yeah. But it's just like, but if that became her whole character, I'd be pissed. That she was like, all right, we get it, like fuck off. You know what I mean? I think that's the balance I'm looking for. If you want to have a pandering episode, once a season, I probably won't trip.
Speaking of Teen Titans and some pandering that I felt was.
I need that now. Go for it. Because there's some pandering in Arthur. I'm gonna feel weird about it.
So,
prepare.
Arthur did not in the original, but they did a redo in 2019, and they made Mr. Ratburn gay.
See? I think I remember that.
That's what you're remembering. But in the original, count, then. No,
that's pandering still.
That's pandering.
That's pandering because it's a redo.
It's a redo.
I don't like redos.
I don't really call it redos. It was a continuation.
2019.
It was a continuation.
But let's be realistic.
Nobody get rebooted. It was just a continuation. No,
because I remember that's when everybody got older, right?
That's when the animation changed.
We all hated that shit. Everybody hated. Don't give me that shit. When I seen DW full ass dyke mode, I was kind of.
That was what episode?
That was the last episode when everybody was old, and I was kind of pissed. I'm like, why did they make him a dyke? That whole finale was some bullshit.
That finale was definitely the most pandering.
That was the most pandering, and that's what I'm saying. The show didn't need it. It didn't need it. They just decided.
The show didn't need a finale.
It
could have just fucking ended.
That it was still it was a continuation until 2019.
Yeah,
I did not know that. That was wild.
Yeah.
So. And I think we were.
They just changed. They just hired new animators.
Right. I just thought about it. We were doing the show when it ended.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That was that recent.
And I can't tell you a fucking thing. And in the continuation, I can tell you a fucking thing that happened.
That's fucking sad. But that's point. It's facts is all I'm saying. They did the show.
They met
for years.
Because I think they really only made a big deal about Mr. Ratburn's wedding and then the finale. Right. I missed a lot of that shit in the middle.
Because they wanted to pander at the end, and that's when everybody was like, "Get this shit out of here." Then, did you have anything else? That's some last minute pandering bullshit, and now I'm kind of glad the show's gone. Don't try and sneak it in at the end like we was always.
Some pandering I liked was when the live action Teen Titans, where they made Starfire black, but it literally has nothing to do with her being black. Like she just is orange, and how the fuck else are you gonna do that?
Let's be realistic though. Almost every live action of a redhead has turned black, so that was part of it. They're getting rid of reds. There's a list of redhead characters in Marvel and DC.
Speaking of pandering, did you see the ultimate pander? Oh, you probably didn't. You probably missed it.
South Park?
Yeah.
I watched enough of it.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I'm not going to lie, that's kind of what made this whole conversation okay. Because I watched that, and I was like, all right.
Into the Pandaverse.
Let me go to some cartoons and just really... I was like, man, this shit is really... I'm not saying pushing agendas.
This shit is pandering.
But it's pandering is hard as fuck. It's like, we got the gay one, we got this one, we got... You could just have good characters, but they're like, no, fuck that. We got to make sure we check all the boxes before we... Down to the point where I completely forgot the Oscars did that shit. So you can't win an Academy Award unless you check off certain boxes. Oh. It's got to be an all-female cast, or you need a certain amount of female people working on a movie. And it has to have a diverse lead character. That's some hardcore level pandering where I'm like, you could just write a good movie. You could just do that. But no, that's different.
But there was some shit that I liked that I feel like Black Panther 2 got accused of pandering.
I think Black Panther is pandering.
No, Black Panther 2, they accused of pandering. They accused of pandering. All right, so there was 2 counts of pandering. I will fight the first one. Okay. The first one is that they was pandering to women by making Shorty Black Panther. And I'm like, no, that's canonical. That's canonical.
It's canonical out of order. I think that
it is canonical out of order, but what you gonna do? The nigga died.
Well, you could.
Now,
concept.
Okay, no. So they finna panda some more. Wait, let me get there. They definitely finna panda some more in the future. In 2 years, they finna panda their ass off.
I believe it. They made too much money off the first one to not panda.
They called it pandering because the motherfucking I forgot what the fuck the niggas was called, but his people, the Mexican people.
Oh no, they was Mexican wetbacks and shit. Yeah,
them motherfuckers was kicking ass. You hear me? They beat Wakanda ass through that movie. The Atlanta fucking damn it. What? Namor. Yeah, Namor's niggas. Yeah. Boy, tow Wakanda ass a new one. Oh, but no.
Niggas can't swim, so you knew he was gonna get our ass beat by water. I knew every racist fuck available.
Them up. I ain't gonna lie. I might want to rewatch just to see how we got our ass kicked. We ain't got our ass kicked like that damn near since the fucking Planet of the Apes. They got washed.
No pun intended.
I'm not doing that with you. I'm not doing that one with you. Oh, I thought you was. Oh, okay. I thought you went way worse. Never mind.
Maybe I did.
But no, they finna pander their ass off. They finna revive the entire original Avengers.
Yeah, I know that.
For Secret Wars.
Yeah, because nothing's selling. All the new shit sucks. That's
but
not,
you want to know how?
That's not pandering. Though.
Oh, word.
That's not pandering.
Oh, word. It's not pandering. Do you know who the fucking reported two main characters of Secret Wars is? Toby and Hugh.
Toby who?
You know Toby.
My Toby?
Yo, Toby.
Good.
Them niggas is pandering. That shit just works. No, you just like that pandering. No, that shit just works for you. That's the bait that pulled you in.
So there's a difference in, I'm trying to phrase it properly. The pandering of what I define as pandering is like how way you kind of explain it, where it's like your equity fucking make sure there's black people and all that goofy shit. That PC,
no, there's some.
PC,
but
PC pandering is the
but there's some nerd pandering too. And you just got wet. You said Toby who? You got to look in your eyes. Don't act like that. So the pandering work for you too.
That's not pandering. That's nostalgia baiting. That's
same
hardcore nostalgia baiting. There's a difference. And personally,
paper thin.
I'm not saying it's a big difference. It's a difference. It's just two different spectrums of pandering. But nostalgia baiting, I'm not a huge fan of either because I've been burned by nostalgia baiting quite often. Now, anytime to see Toby be Spider-Man, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not going to be happy about it because Toby is the greatest Spider-Man. So I'm fine with leaving it there.
I feel like... But I was kind of down for the variants.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like that's nostalgia baiting where I still think it's wrong. Granted, I'm happy that Toby gets to be Spider-Man again, but I'd rather they do something else.
They're bringing in Robert too. Like Robert signed.
Yeah, no, I knew that.
Like
yeah.
I was ready for variants, even if it was fucking Tom Cruise, Tony Stark. The variant shit was supposed to be what we focusing on.
Yeah, no. They aren't. I think they even got rid of Ironheart. Like I think they canceled Ironheart entirely.
Damn, if they can't. Wait, she did good in the movie.
I thought so too. I thought it was.
Wait, does that mean they canceled Don Cheadle shit too?
Probably.
Damn it. See, don't reverse pander. Don't pander and then we get less shit. I was hyped for those two things.
And that's the same thing. That's still the same level of pandering. Like I don't want you pandering one way or another.
I wanted those two, man. Damn.
Like a lot of people are like, oh, you probably just don't like Ironheart either. I have no problem with Ironheart. I feel like it was just timing that I didn't like about Ironheart. I feel like they were super hardcore pushing it.
Are you talking about the comic or the character in the movie?
The character in general. Like just bring the timing of bringing the character out. Like you just killed off Robert, and now you're just like, now immediately force this one in. It felt kind of.
Oh no! So
it kind of felt like they were really
trying
to drive it home.
That wasn't. It was pandering. It was pandering because it was just, You can't. I don't know if it's pandering. So you can call it pandering because some people can say that it's just adding a notable female character to an already female heavy movie.
Right.
If that's what you want to call it, sure. I felt it was necessary. I felt it was necessary to Ironheart's origin. Because Ironheart's origin was kind of what they did with Peter and Tony picking Peter to be his apprentice.
Right.
Tony in the comics picked Riri.
Yeah.
That's why she was Ironheart.
Yeah.
So I understand that they needed another smart person to influence her, but that was just that the Robert Downey Jr. thing and T'Challa dying was just a lot.
Yeah, and that's all. That's what I was more.
So that's I damn near more so call that happenstance, or needing to connect dots.
Right. I just think if they just didn't kill off Iron Man for no damn reason, because it wasn't necessary to kill him off.
That was no damn reason.
There's no damn reason to do that. So leaving him alone, then introducing Ironheart. I personally
because they felt I don't know because I think that Robert is pretty fucking happy playing Tony until that nigga is Stanley age.
Oh yeah, no.
That's the only Chris Evans was like, oh, I want to go do the other shit. Blah, blah, blah. No. Tony Robert was good where he was at.
Because again, look at him 5 minutes before Iron Man. Nigga wasn't really doing much, and the only other movie that niggas know is fucking Tropical Thunder. Nigga wasn't having a really great acting career.
Sherlock came after.
Yeah. I thought it was after Iron
Man. Sherlock 1 did come after. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. So, what I'm saying is Iron Man is what really kicked off his career again.
Yeah.
So, no shit he's going to be happy playing Iron Man for the rest of his fucking life. I would have been fine with him doing that. But to say that, he was going to be the guy that was going to fly off in the distance and ride the wave of Iron Man, bullshit. He's a crackhead. He will always be a crackhead. I love him, but damn it, you're a crackhead, okay? Be happy where you are and ride that bitch, is all I'm saying. But I would have, personally, my thought process is, don't kill off Iron Man. And again, and this is not...
I'm okay. I think that they could have killed Cap.
Yeah.
They could have and probably should have killed Cap.
But I think that would have just started a whole new version of Pandering, though.
Because they did have an Avengers team led by Tony and Anthony Mackie. Tony and Sam.
Yeah. I think people would have been 50-50 on it, but I'm fine with keeping one or the other. You know what I mean?
I was mad that they killed Lady Thor in the same fucking movie that she debuted in.
The movie was shit anyway, so there was no way.
It really wasn't. That movie was alright. It was better than Thor 2. And
let me rephrase it. All the Thor movies were kind of ass compared.
I like the last two.
No, you're crazy.
I like the last two, and I like the first one. Thor 2 was just...
Thor 2 is terrible.
God awful.
I will come to agreement with Thor 2. The last Thor was... It was not nice.
Because 3 was it.
3 was as good as...
3 was the one.
1 wasn't bad.
1 wasn't bad.
It wasn't good either. 1 was good for the era it came out in. I should rephrase it that way. But I feel like the best way to fix Ironheart, and this is just me personally, I know it's well too late, all you had to do was just not introduce Spider-Man the way they did. I think this Homecoming Spider-Man, if they had literally just taken that and replaced it with Ironheart, I think niggas would have loved that shit. Everybody would have loved that. Because it's the same story. You get everything you need, just not whipping Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And then just do Spider-Man, the way that people actually enjoy Spider-Man, where he's by himself. We all like Spider-Man on his own, then kind of getting into... Who?
Bro.
Yeah, no, that's necessary.
We like Spider-Man, bro.
It's a necessary factor, but it's not even the brokenness, it's the fact that he had to develop his skill as Spider-Man by himself. Coming into his own as a hero while seeing the Avengers in the distance is what I think makes Spider-Man Spider-Man. It's struggling, not having the support, and not having even a mentor. The whole story behind Spider-Man is every mentor he has, he loses. Every rip.
That might be why Tony died.
Yeah, no, that's why he died.
Fuck.
And that's what I'm saying.
I ain't even connect that.
Instead of killing Tony, just don't pair the two. You just don't need to pair the two. Because in all honesty, how else would you have fixed that Spider-Man? That's his only true
How else
loss.
would you have beaten Thor? How else? Who else? Who else other than Tony could have beaten fucking dude-ass? No one else could have survived that snap. No one else could have survived long enough to snap.
No.
It had to have been Tony. maybe Doc Strange.
But
he wasn't going to sacrifice himself.
No, he wasn't. He's a selfish prick. It's kind of the character base.
So it only could have been Tony.
I have to look into how they did it in the comics because they didn't kill off Iron Man in the comics.
In the comics, they made his glove strong enough.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The glove was strong enough to withhold it.
So why didn't you just do that? That seems such a better way to go.
Because they wanted to kill Tony.
And it's unnecessary.
They wanted to kill Tony and then say, we might need some of these old niggas around to physically pass the torch instead of spiritually.
No. But again, just the wrong character. Thoroughly the wrong character to do so with. No offense.
He's
the only nigga
little bit of the draw.
Yeah, he was kind of the nigga. He wasn't a little bit. He was the draw. In all honesty, I'm curious. If it ain't the Avengers movies, which one is the highest selling? Kelly, if you can look that up.
For what, Marvel?
Like the highest selling Marvel movies that aren't the Avengers.
Probably Guardians.
I could see that. I feel like Guardians would be up there. Guardians are just fun in general. And I don't even fuck with Chris Pratt like that, but
I'm looking forward to the Guardians game after I beat Spider-Man.
Seven Blade? I thought you already played it.
No, I'm saving it for after I beat Spider-Man. That's the next playthrough on the channel.
You're gonna love that one.
I haven't even really been streaming like that since the whole financial thing.
I was just gonna say, like, what happened to the streams? I've been looking for them.
So, alright, so I kind of do incognito streams now on Twitch. Like, I've started DJing again. So I will go live DJ. Like, I actually have a program where I can, like, scratch, mix shit, all that. And then I don't save that VOD because copyright. Right. That VOD exists. I plan to edit it and put it somewhere. Just my DJ set, but I don't know how I'm going to do that.
I mean, Instagram's doing really good for a lot of people with DJ and shit. Shout out to DJ Vega one more time. His shit is killer. His shit is actually killer.
You ready?
What you got?
So, the highest grossing Marvel is Avengers Endgame at $2.7 billion.
Keep going down the list because I want something that is not Avengers.
Oh.
So any Marvel movie that ain't Avengers.
So then it's Spider-Man. Does that count?
Which one?
No Way Home. It's 1.9.
I count it, but that's nostalgia bait movie. That movie sold because of everybody being in
it. Black Panther still Avengers.
I figured that one.
Get put.
Wait, one or two?
One.
Just one, yeah.
Okay.
I knew that. Because that was the one where they didn't pander as hard.
Yeah.
We were like, everybody was like, we finally got a black superhero. Stupid, not cultured comic book assholes. Anyway.
Comic book is a hard culture to get in. As someone who has tried.
As in, curious. Well, no, let her finish the list and then we'll come back. I kind of want to, I'm curious.
Then you got Incredibles 2, Iron Man 3.
Incredibles?
Right. Incredibles?
Yes.
That's not Marvel movie.
It's Pittsburgh, Pixar.
Yeah, no, okay.
So just Marvel. Okay,
right.
Iron Man 3. This list is mixed match.
Okay.
Sorry. So they just snuck one in there.
Okay. Somebody don't know their comics.
Yeah.
Not you.
So then Iron Man 3.
An Iron Man movie.
I like that. I like that the movie that everybody shits on is that high up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's an Iron Man movie. I figured Iron Man was gonna be up there. No. I'm surprised Black Panther.
Motherfuckers be shitting on Iron Man 3, and I don't really like that shit.
No, I don't like it either. What's after that?
Iron Man 3 go crazy.
Captain America: Civil War.
That doesn't count.
Was my fucking movie, but that was Avengers 2.5.
Yeah, so
that was my fucking movie, dog. Oh, Civil War was so good.
Then yeah.
That was also the Black Panther introduction along with Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say both of them. Yeah, that was just the Avengers assembled by accident.
The fucking airport scene with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
They shot my nigga Don Cheadle out the sky. God damn. And then turn the nigga into a scroll. Jesus.
Fuck him. Discount as Iron Man.
Then cancel the show. God damn it, Don. Somebody get Don on the phone.
I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Who was after that?
Just calling to check on you.
Then you got Spider-Man Far From Home.
That wasn't pandering.
That wasn't, but why?
Because you the only one that don't like Tom Holland.
It's not just me. I'm just letting you know there's a lot. There's not even a lot of us. There's an army of
God damn.
And we're
all right, hold on. So I just want you to know some of them niggas in your army is only there because of Zendaya.
On fuck Tom Holland?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because they together.
Yeah.
Fuck out of
here. You think you ain't got some haters in your army?
That's
fuck out of here.
They can
There's
get out.
some sad niggas in the army. There's some sad niggas in this world.
They can get out. I dislike Tom Holland for his Spider-Man. That's all it is.
I just don't like his attitude with it.
That too.
His attitude with what? The nigga's British.
His attitude of he dislikes other Spider-Man.
Because he
wants
greatest.
to be the only Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He had a
I don't think that was a shoot.
That came out of his whole mouth.
Legit. Like he had a big issue until his last one, and even he said he was like, "Well, it's the only reason I'm kind of okay with this one is because I'm still the main Spider-Man." Like most of his lines in that movie were ad libs, trying to prove that he was still better than the other two Spider-Men. And I'm like, "You're a dick." Okay, calm down.
Okay, first of all, you don't give a fuck about Andrew.
Oh, I know.
You, specifically.
I've always said Andrew's my number 2. It's Toby and Andrew.
You cannot hate Tom Holland that much to put Andrew at number 2.
Andrew is number 2.
That's
because he's a good, terrible Peter Parker, really good Spider-Man. Probably one of my favorite Spider-Man in suit Spider-Man goes Andrew.
You're right.
So how am I wrong and right?
Because the nigga had ass villains. Is why.
I'm not discounting his villains.
Because the nigga had ass villains.
His villains are god awful.
Even he knew. Even he was like, "Damn,
I'm the worst Spider-Man." He said it himself.
Y'all niggas go crazy.
But did you see? Out of all, when he said that line, I remember that line very well. He was like, "I think I'm the worst one," and everybody's like, "No." Toby was legit. Andrew's an asshole, so he meant that he was condescending when he said no. Toby was like, "You're not as bad as this kid." This kid sucks.
Why does he suck? Because he had a mentor?
Because he's almost damn near not Spider. He's damn near more Ironheart than he is Spider-Man. Let's be realistic here.
PS5 Spider-Man has cybernetics in his suit too.
And guess who built it? He did. He didn't get it from Tony Stark. He made all of his shit himself.
Tony's dead, so now he has to start.
He has to keep tweaking the little shit that Iron Man has left behind.
We met him as a younger Spider.
I know, and again.
But you have to think about, Toby was kind of fucking old in Spider-Man 1.
He was high school age.
That nigga was not high school age.
Look, I'm talking about the Spider-Man himself. I don't give a fuck about the actor. I'm talking about the Spider-Man itself. And I'm not gonna argue Spider-Man on a half.
We have to redo
it. I'm gonna make sure it's another season away. Open up this argument over again. Go to commercial.
No, we gotta have it before Secret Wars. Because if they put that nigga front and center, I'm gonna be mad.
Why?
Because Tom's there still. You literally gotta go get the nigga out of another universe in a movie that allegedly ain't about variants and plop his ass in. No.
They want to sell it.
Oh,
and I'm gonna use your argument against you, man. That's what they wanted to do. That's how they know it's gonna make them money. See, that shit hurt when it's against you, don't it? I hope you got all of that. Go to commercial, please. Thank you. Welcome back to another episode of Nonsense Podcast. I'm the host still, F and Bob. That's still Invincible. How you doing today? Shots fired on that ending of the half.
So when did we ever, was Iron Man 3 the answer?
Pretty much Iron Man 3 was the highest one.
No. Well, no.
Because I don't count the Spider-Man or the Secret War.
You don't count Spider-Man. That was not an Avengers movie. It was a team-up movie. But that was not an Avengers movie.
It was sold based on the other 3. I'm talking about a movie that was sold based on the single character.
But that's not fair because that didn't have Robert, Chris, that have no original Avengers in it though. No, wasn't. You asked about Avengers movies.
So I was discounting team. What I meant is team up movies. So movies with a collective of heroes. I wanted the solo hero being the solo hero.
Look, that was one Peter Parker.
There's 3 Peter Parkers.
It was one character.
3 fucking
it was one character.
And every villain, for mind you, most of the villains were the other 2 Spider-Man's villains. I don't even think Tom Holland had an original villain in that movie, did he?
Yeah. Didn't he have... Did he... Wait, who was the villain of the... That was Mysterio. Oh, no, because Tom kills his. Fuck. Mysterion died. And Vulture, I think I put back in jail.
But who killed... Why was Mysterion dead? Because he was alive in the beginning.
Pretty sure he killed himself.
Damn, that's sad. That's kind of sad. I don't like that.
Mysterion killed himself and Vulture's back in prison.
Okay, so I'll give you that one.
Because I think they teased breaking Vulture out for some Sinister Six shit at the end.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about a Sinister Six movie. I'm not saying it's bad.
Coming.
Yeah, it barely did well in the Spider-Man video game is what I'm saying. So...
Fucking Spider-Man 2 is a Sinister Six game. You know how many fucking villains is in it? How many fucking...
1 is a Sinister Six. Well, Sinister 5.
Nigga, wait. We fight Scorpion.
It's 1. Mike.
We fight... No.
They mentioned it. Spider-Man 2.
Okay, yes. Yeah. We did not fight Scorpion, but we saw the nigga. He died before we could get to him. Right. We fight Sandman. I don't know if Goblin appears, but Venom... Rhino from Miles. We don't fight Rhino. I damn it want to consider it.
No. Everybody's already long gone. The only people you deal with are Venom. What's the hunter's name?
Craven. That's what I was saying. So Craven. I guess are we sliding Mr. Negative? Are we promoting Mr. Negative?
No, because he's not an adversary. He's in the game. He's not a adversary. So, no.
He an op. What you mean? He is very much an op.
I finished the game. Let's just leave it at that. He is not an issue in this game. He is in the game. He's not a threat or an issue. He just happens to be there. You have no issues with him.
Oh, we can... No, not Black Cat. I feel like I really want to make a case for...
The first Spider-Man was a Sinister 5 game. Because you had Scorpion, Rhino, Vulture, Shocker, Op. You got 5. Because Mr. Negative...
Damn, Shocker was in
the first
Spider-Man 1?
Oh, you're right. You didn't play it. Yeah. See, if you played the game, you would have known it. Yeah, that was the Sinister 6 game. Was the first one. Miles just only dealt with Rhino. And Vulture's hologram. And then 2 is
Sandman.
But Sandman's also not an adversary. He was an issue. Once you finish the game, you don't understand. He was just a beginning threat. I don't know if you remember when you were playing it, fighting against him. They were more concerned about his mental health than anything.
Well, yeah.
He's no longer a villain. Most villains are no longer villains in this game. Even
dude ass from the track.
Right. So most of the villains are no longer villains. So no Sinister Six in this one. It's mostly just Venom.
I'm staying clear the fuck away from Mysterion's Playhouse, whatever the fuck.
Those are actually pretty decent.
The fuck would I, in kayfabe, go in there?
Because he's
I don't believe in no fucking reformed villains, nigga. I'm sorry.
Then you're not gonna like this game.
I don't believe in him. I'm with Jonah. Niggas might snap at any moment.
Yeah, no, that's literally.
I don't agree with Jonah often.
Yeah, I don't like how they pretty much just turned Jonah into Alex Jones.
I don't agree with Jonah often, but I don't trust them niggas over there.
I trust him more than I trust Danica. That bitch is annoying as hell.
I like Danica.
I figured you would.
She's a podcaster. How the fuck you hate?
And I hate podcasters. What you mean? Not everybody needs a mic and a voice. Like, shut the fuck up.
Damn.
Let me rephrase. Not everybody needs a mic and a voice and think you're important. I know this show is nonsense. Literally in the name. This is some bullshit, and I'm just trying to make you laugh and have a good chuckle every once in a while. But there's a lot of niggas with a mic and a computer that needs to shut the fuck up because you're not intelligent. Just because you got Google and a mic don't make you the voice of our fucking generation. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I feel like there should be a little more barrier of entry to niggas who think they can just podcast about certain shit. Like, maybe shut the fuck up. Maybe know some shit before you say some shit. Just throwing that out there. I do this shit as goof. If you laugh, you laugh. But if you listen to me, you're fucking out of your rabbit ass mind. Listen to me as in take what I say as like facts and truth. You are, for the few people who do that, you are crazy as fuck for listening to me and be like, that nigga's on point all the time. I'm right, but don't come to me for information. That's all I'm saying. I just stumble upon truth a lot, and I shouldn't be your go-to for facts and information. When people come to me for current events and facts, I'm like, that's scary. I listen. Yeah, I listen, but do I not tell you, maybe go out there and listen to somebody who's educated? I'm just coming to you with some bullshit I keep hearing. And I'm just like, am I right? I feel like I'm right. I also, literally, when we were talking about Palestine and Israel, my first thought was pave that shit over with a couple nukes. I'm not the nigga to listen to. I'm saying. Now, am I wrong in my thought process of nuking that shit over 6 times? Maybe not. But in the interest of your mental health and society, don't listen to me. I would like to run for president. If you vote for me, no, I'm nuking some shit. You ask for it. That was Bob's rant for the morning. But again, knowing me as long as you know me, do you think I wouldn't start pressing that button? Like it was a hot pocket button? Just...
Not a hot pocket button. Jesus Christ.
Where were we going with any of that, by the way? I forgot.
We were still talking about Marvel and Spider-Man and now.
Damn. And this is why we will never have chapters on these podcast episodes. Impossible. Even YouTube gave up making them for me. Damn. I didn't know YouTube automatically did chapters now. They did it for 2 episodes. And it was 2 Candy episodes being Kelly did. Never did it again. But yeah, no, I don't like Circle on my back. I don't fuck with Tom
Holland.
I never will. And I've seen the movie. And I just don't fuck with him. I barely fuck with Miles as much as I used to. I don't dislike Miles. Miles is just slowly dying off of me. But
like, damn, I know he talk a lot, but damn, it's my man's.
No, I love him. I love PS5 Miles more than I love Into the Spideyverse Miles, which is for some reason apparently that's a hot take, and I'm like, I feel like PS5 Miles is well developed. Like it was a slow grind and develop him as a solid character, and Spideyverse is a little arrogant, and I'm just like, you're kind of an asshole. You're kind of an asshole.
I mean,
not thoroughly an asshole, but kind of an asshole.
I feel like PS5 Miles has more responsibility, has more. I wouldn't say time because I feel like it's only been a short amount of time.
I think he's totally
of him being Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. This is not far off of like Miles Morales' game. I think it's like 6 to 8 months.
Oh,
yeah. Remember, he's still a senior in high school, and yeah, so it's not far off from the Miles game. So,
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's lived through more shit than the movie Miles.
I think it was
fucking dad died. And he had that whole dad arc in the first Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
They got to deal with somebody trying to fuck his mom now.
Oh, yeah, you don't even know what that's all about either. Do you mind if I spoil that for you? Because it's not a big deal, as most people think it is. They don't reveal it till the end credits, so it's up to you if you care if they spoil it.
I mean, I would bleep it out, but
I don't give a fuck about them. This is more for you.
Okay.
All right. So he's dating. I can't remember his first name, but I think it's Andrew Moon, which is father of Sydney Moon.
Oh.
That is the great reveal at the beginning of the game. Which now I can explain to you. This is exactly why Spider-Man will no longer be my game of the year.
Because they're setting up for 3.
They're already setting up for 3, and it's another fucking Spider-Man.
That's what the fuck's... I doubt... Hold the fuck on. Objection. That was my whole beef into Across the Spider-Verse, and you told me I was wrong.
What?
That it was a setup movie for the next one, and you told me I was wrong.
No, I said it was.
Yeah, but you told me I was wrong for not wanting to see it.
No, I was on your side for that. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't.
I don't like setups.
No, I hate setups for the purpose. Because you asked me that last episode, like, would you like them to tease something? No, I hate when they tease shit because it's annoying. Because it's like maybe you finish a complete story.
Also, I don't see them making 3. I mean,
Spider-Man 3.
Technically, this is 3, if you count Miles as its own game. So I just feel like they could.
Spider-Man. They consider Miles a DLC.
Yeah, I feel like they could just DLC with Cindy.
No, I think this is gonna. I think they're going to introduce Cindy in DLC.
Yeah.
A little more, but I think she will be a full playable character in
3. Yeah.
And I don't want any more Spider-Man. I personally.
Wait, you don't want a Switch, or you don't want a character named Spider-Man?
No, I don't want any more Spider.
You don't want no Spider people.
I don't want no more Spider people.
I mean, what would you want for 3? More Miles?
Yeah.
Like just more Peter and more Miles?
It should just be more.
Or you want it to be just Miles?
It should be more Miles than anybody else.
Okay. I mean, I feel...
Here's the reason why. Because of comic kayfabe, Miles is a much better Spider-Man than original Spider-Man. In kayfabe, Miles' Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man.
But I also can't imagine Peter going away.
So, not saying he is or isn't. I'm saying I think that's kind of where they're leading towards is here's your guy. You know what I mean? And it's going to be Miles.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Do you feel like he deserves more time as the guy before they add anything else? Is that what you're saying?
I think it should just go into just Miles. I think it shouldn't be anybody else. I think it should just be... Does
Miles have enough history?
No, but no Spider-Man does. That's kind of the point of Spider-Man, I think. And I think to create Miles being the best Spider-Man...
Because, like,
it's
even...
just Batman Beyond it is what I'm asking for. Keep Peter around.
Because I'm going to say, like, he hasn't even really aged in the comics. Like, in the comics, he's still I don't even think he's graduated high school in the comics.
No, they've made adult Miles. They've made it a version of adult Miles.
Okay,
and
but
adult
that's...
Miles is leaps and bounds better than every Spider-Man that's ever existed.
Is that 2099 Miles?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is that the nigga with the braids at the end of Across the Spider-Verse?
No, that's just the
Prowler. That's just the Prowler.
That's just the Prowler. they admit it. It's just Prowler, which is fine. Because in that universe, there is no Spider-Man, so he's just Prowler, which is different. I'm not mad at it.
Like, I think my thing is, I don't know where, of course, I'm still like halfway through the game. I don't know where you take Miles by itself.
I'm saying where you take Miles is give him enough adversity. Because they don't really...
Because you can't make him too old because then he's too close to Peter.
No, I'm not saying age him. What I'm saying
I don't even really know how the fuck old Peter is in PS5.
30... I think he's in his late 20s now. Like 28, 29-ish.
Miles is only 18.
Yeah, I know. I'm not... And again...
I'm saying that's not real... Like, it was a 30-year difference between Batman and Terry.
No, what I'm saying, not in that sense exactly. What I'm saying is you just shelf Peter. Peter becomes
Go get
Peter
a
Parker.
job.
He wants... I don't know if you played enough to realize that Peter really wants
Peter
to be
does
Peter.
wants to be normal, yes, right. I know.
So that's all I'm saying is Miles wants to be Spider-Man.
The thing about being Spider-Man is you can never be normal.
Right. And I think that's the thing is you have Miles now. So Peter's going to say, you know what? You got it. You can handle it. You handled the city on your own when I was gone.
He has done a good job.
He's done a good job. And in this game, he's doing a really good job. So now it's like, you got Genki.
That's what the thing. You cannot take anything away from Miles.
No,
he's doing a really good job in a short amount of time.
And that's why I keep saying I like PS5 Spider-Man. He's killing it. He's
doing good.
So that's what I'm saying. Instead of adding another fucking Spider-Person, just allow Miles to be good for a minute. Just for a minute. Let him be.
Could it be Could it be them wanting to Star Wars this?
No, and if they are,
because it could be giving Miles a Padawan.
No, I'm out. If that's what they want to do, I'm letting you know now. Bob said it first. If they're going anywhere near what Star Wars has done with anything in recent years, especially, I'm out. I'm Canadian. I'm out.
I don't want Miles to have a Padawan. No. Not just yet.
Not yet. I don't think ever. And mind you,
because then she got to be a lot younger than him, and I don't really want a middle school Spider-Man.
It seems like they're similar in age.
I don't want to. Oh,
that
makes it worse.
They don't show her really well, but
them being close in age makes it a little worse for me.
Yeah, so I don't want it. Only thing I can see.
I don't even remember what Sydney Moon's Spider Person is called. Isn't it like Ghost?
Silk. Yes.
Silk.
So, and mind you, in comic form,
in
she's
Silk,
useless. Oh. She's technically more adept than Peter Parker Spider-Man.
I was going to say, in their defense, Silk has been a thing longer than Spider-Gwen.
Yes.
So,
but I think, let's be realistic, we all like Spider-Gwen a lot more. Not even close.
Because niggas like Gwen. They literally just changed her boyfriend. Because Gwen was very much Peter's bitch.
And again, I'm still saying it's fine if that's what you want to do. I would prefer Spider-Gwen, but my thing is I don't want another duo of Spider people. I think, not that this one's been bad, it's just they're really warming up to Miles being the guy. There's some great dialogue that you'll get to where even Peter's realizing, like, yo, Miles is goated. And for me, instead of dragging him back now with another Spider person in any form or fashion, just let him be the guy. Just let him be the guy. Let Peter fucking pass the torch like he wants to.
I was really happy when we got this close to Miles meeting Doctor Strange. We got this close to Doctor Strange and Miles, and I was going to be happy.
Yeah, I would have been. And I just would like to say that whole sequence, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Probably the best thing in the fucking game. I'm not gonna.
We're fucking whipping through Antarctica. That shit was hard. That shit was hard.
It was small.
Yeah.
It was a quick thing, but it was unexpected, and I liked it. So, shout out to them for making that happen. I was really like, hey, I don't have to see how the game can get better than Sandman. They did it with that scene. I'm not saying the rest of the game is garbage, but that was beautiful. I wish they did more.
Yeah.
That could have been done so much more. But again, even in that scene, it tells you how much better Miles is compared to Peter. Because let that have been Peter in that same scenario.
He would have got lost.
They would have fucked that whole thing up.
He would have got lost in Antarctica.
He would have either got caught up with Felicia, because he always gets caught up with Felicia somehow.
That's another thing. Damn, layers. He had clarity. Because he's not fucking Peter. Peter has a clarity issue, especially when it comes to bitches.
Yeah. And Miles just is like, I don't really give a shit.
I got my bitch. She can't even talk. I got my bitch.
I just thought, how nice that must be to have a bitch that can't.
I'm not co-signing that one.
That's nice.
Because he had to
just hit mute on the phone.
But he had to learn another language for her.
I know.
You got to think about that.
I'm not saying that he doesn't like her. I'm just saying, like, the fact that he ain't got to hear her fucking in his ear.
No, I'm saying you gotta but that also includes homework.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now you gotta learn something.
If I like a motherfucker enough to talk to you, that's a whole different level than you talking my goddamn ear off. And if this bitch comes signing this motherfucker face, I smack shit out of it.
Oh my god!
Speaking of which, have you ever seen two fucking niggas arguing in sign language? Funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
No.
Oh my god. No. Two niggas aggressively signing is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Hell is hot. That's all I gotta say.
It's cool, nigga, but I'm gonna beat up. And it's gonna be decent. Cause then let's be honest, man. You can't put shit like this on this earth and expect me not to laugh. Some shit is funny by default. Nigga, you ain't even seen it and you laughing at the concept. The concept made you laugh. Now imagine being there. Cause I don't even know if I've seen it so many times, I didn't even know if I should, like, how do you react to this? Do you get in between them? Because now you cutting off the conversation on top of that. I don't know if I was getting ready to get hit, because he was aggressive. Like, you aggressively sounded like you finna beat a bitch's ass. And then what made it funny is they're not like full just sounding. They're trying to make sounds too. So now they doing all that. It's funny as fuck is all I'm saying. It's the greatest shit in the world. It's a few things in this world that I find hilarious. And it's fucking mutes arguing and midgets driving. It's always funny to me. A midget gangster? Have you ever seen a midget gangster before? Funny as shit. Nigga be thugging. Like, how your pants sag and your pants is already on the ground? It gets crazy talk. Don't put me on this earth and expect me not to laugh.
What did that have to do with driving, though?
Because I seen it all in one motion. It was a midget gangster driving a Tahoe. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Why a Tahoe?
I don't know. I buy it for him. He bought it. Fuck you mean? Felt like that nigga had to rappel out of his truck everywhere because he had that bitch lifted too. Like, you ignorant bitch. Motherfucker came out like Captain Mac punching soap and shit in cod. It's okay. It's not my fault.
It's not okay.
I didn't do it.
It's not okay.
Look, I feel like you can't shoot the messenger. I just witnessed it. That's all I'm saying. It's not like I'm making this shit up. I didn't buy the truck for the midget. I didn't tell him to be a gangster as a professional.
That's a profession.
He chose all of those things for himself, and you know what? Like, more power to him, nigga. I'm glad he out here making his money. You know, I don't really see midgets doing much for themselves, and that's a profession and a half. Is all I'm saying, man. You think that's funny, nigga? I heard the story of the same midget gangster. He did a drive-by on a bike. Shit was hilarious. I would have loved to have seen that.
How?
Because he had somebody else pedaling. He rode the handlebars. I can't make this shit up, buddy. I can't make this shit up. This nigga rode the handlebars with a mat. It was spraying. Talk about speed up, nigga. The fuck? Does it make it better or worse that he was Mexican?
Wasn't it a lowrider bike?
No.
Okay.
But I thought it was funny that the bike had pegs. And I'm like, why did he stand on the pegs? Oh, he's too short. It's nuts when it disintegrated.
Nah.
I'm gonna respectfully decline this conversation. I think Kenny does too.
You can't decline, nigga. I'm telling you facts. It's not that I'm making this shit up. I'm telling you what happened. I feel like Space Dream. Space Jam, it wasn't a dream. It really happened. Nah, I didn't do nothing but just retell the stories, man. That's all I do here. Believe it or don't. So on that note, if you don't mind stopping by www.fnentertainment.com, get yourself a shirt. I feel like now is the best time to get yourself a shirt. And if you won't get yourself a shirt, man, just thumbs up, nigga. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how great that story was. If you got any midgets in your life, comment below. Let me know what they do for a living. I'm curious. I'm just curious, man. This is no insult. I'm just curious what y'all do. What jobs are available for the little people? Like, I ain't never seen a midget construction worker. Never.
Amish.
Midget, nigga. I've seen Amish construction workers.
I've seen a midget Amish.
A midget Amish? Yeah. I've not seen that. That's wild in the motherfucker. God hates you. He took technology right away.
I did not throw that alley. Just up me. Nigga grabbed out my head. Nigga Grant stole from me. I'm a teammate. He did.
Man, dry that one.
Damn. You ain't dribbling right. Give me here, nigga.
Fuck. I don't know. I just want to know, what's a midget profession? Comment below. What do you do for a living? If you are...
God, it's the God ain't you for me. That shit crazy as hell.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you ain't got
that
no
shit crazy as fuck.
You ain't got no grocery stores. You got to work hard for a living being honest. And you ain't got the legs to stand on, man. That shit must be rough. Them niggas lift houses. You ever seen an Amish dude move? Niggas pick the whole house up and go. Shit wild as fuck. Tell me I'm wrong. You know I'm right. They lift the whole fucking house like we finna move. Ain't that a bitch? Oh my God. And you got this little nigga up under? Like, what if they miss or forget him? They drop the house.
Forget him? Forget him. It's crazy.
That makes sense.
So now you joining in. Because he low to the earth? That's fucked up.
He ain't got to bend over and shit? That's wild.
That's wild as hell. Oh.
Yo.
He took the ball out of your hands, too.
I'm just saying, though. Somebody look up this historical fact if that was a midget black slave picking cotton.
Oh, my God.
That would have been wild as fuck.
Oh, my God.
I'm just curious. Would they have kept him or got rid of him? Was he half off?
No, just go. No, just go. Just go.
You can carry the bag, though.
Bye.
Why? I'm just saying. I just have questions and I need answers. So I'm saying. Have rations and shit. That's fine. Aww. It would have been cheaper. It's fine. Goodbye. Have a nice day.